Hi guys, welcome to Hannah's Backyard. So this video I'm just gonna basically talk about the variety of tomatoes that I picked out for the year. Every year I try to do something different or kind of an odd tomato, and so this year that was the green zebra. This one's fully ripe, green and yellow, and so far from what I've seen it's a very slow producer, like slow to ripen. Smaller plant, but I really like these. They're fresh. I always say like citrusy. I don't know if that's the right word, but I like to eat these on like a tomato sandwich, raw on a tomato sandwich. The next one I have is an Amish Gold, and I got this from Jung Seeds. It was a free packet that they gave away when I was buying, I don't know, some other seeds. And so there's only a couple seeds in it, but I think I am gonna save some seeds from this one. So far I really like this too. I use it on sandwiches also. It's a really nice, mellow, flavored tomato. The next ones I have are what's behind me here. There was supposed to be 4 separate varieties. This one is kind of an orangish. This one's more of a reddish one. This is a green and yellow one. And then you have one that's like all the way yellow. But I think it's just different ripeness. But so far they're kind of like a large cherry, I guess you would say. I use these in a lot of dishes that I make on a daily basis. They're really easy to cut up, kind of like I would use a cherry tomato, I guess. And speaking of cherries, I have this year, I always pick one because otherwise it's way too many cherry tomato plants, or cherry tomatoes for just a couple of us to eat. I do freeze them and other things, but I just eliminate it down to just one plant. And so this year I picked the Rosella. This one could be a little bit more ripe. I just picked it to show you guys because there really isn't a lot ripe on it right now. So I like it, but it's not as sweet as I want. So I'm still looking for a sweeter cherry tomato, and I don't want them any bigger than this. Like smaller would be ideal. And this is a underripe Amish paste, but I didn't have any ripe on the vine. I had picked them all already and canned some. So I will probably always grow an Amish paste. The reason I like these is usually because you get big fruit and it's really good for sauce. So I would probably always grow it. The plants are very prolific, and I just get tons on there, and they're much bigger than this usually. This is an Oxheart. This is the first year I have ever grown this. I got the seeds from Botanical Interests. So far I've only had a couple ripe. I haven't eaten one just plain this yet to judge it, but it's very similar to an Amish paste in my opinion, so I use it for sauce. I don't know if I'll grow that again. I had a really hard time with the seeds, starting the seeds and getting a plant actually. So I got one, and I think I started like 6 of them. So not sure if I'll actually grow that one again. And this is, wait, hold on. Yes, this is a staple that I will always have. This is a very ripe black crim. And this one's actually pretty uniform. Some of them get a little gnarly, but this is a favorite. I love the color of the, like the inside of it. You can use it for sauce, you can use it for diced tomatoes, you can eat it on a sandwich. I like them on BLTs. But I will always grow this. I think that this outperforms Cherokee Purple in my opinion, and I like the flavor better. This is a beefsteak tomato, basically canning, dicing, whatnot. They're always good for that. So I wasn't gonna grow any, and I ended up just throwing 1 or 2, I think 1 plant in. So here it is. That's a smaller one too. And then I have, this one's not as ripe as I'd like it either, but a mortgage lifter. So I have a couple of mortgage lifter plants. I usually like them. This year, I don't know if I'll actually grow them anymore. I did run out of seeds this year, so this is probably one that's going to be off the list. and I will try to find a different one to replace it with. And that's it. That's all I have for tomatoes this year. I did downscale quite a bit. I'm trying to narrow it down to ones that I like, you know, for growing. So like I said, the black crim will be an always. Amish paste is an always. I probably won't grow the green zebras next year. Amish Golds, I think I'd like to save the seeds and plant some of those. And honestly, I think I am going to do these next year. But like I said, I'd like to find a sweeter cherry tomato plant, or cherry tomato. So if you guys have any suggestions, put them down below, because I'm already trying to think of the garden for next year. So yeah, I guess that's it. Just kind of wanted to share which ones I'm growing and what I'm doing with them. So I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. We'll see you later.